I didn't know that RICOs happened in Los Angeles, California, because I've never seen a place where you can have 7, 8 generations of gang members openly telling you, yeah, I'm a 4th generation Crip. Hey, my granddaddy's granddaddy was a Crip, and I never see niggas get hit with the RICO. Now, if you was some type of RICO recruiter, I would send my talent and my units to Los Angeles because they openly speak on their gang ties. Not only that, they get online, they go to No Jumper, and they act like it's a safe haven, like there's just some kind of immunity there. And they just tell all their business. They record themselves robbing people. They put it out. And I've never seen not one person get the RICO. But today, that all changes because you see the feds have been baking a cake. And I ain't talking about any cake. I'm talking a pound cake. I'm talking about Big Mama with the shaky underarms. Yeah, she baked that cake. That's who baked that cake for the feds, because the feds have taken down one of the most popular Crip gangs in all of Los Angeles, the Rolling 60 Crips. Now, the feds put out an indictment for 17 people. 10 people have already been scooped up like an infant and taken to the LA federal system jail. Now, one of those people would be Bricc Baby. Yeah, we all know Bricc Baby, the social media influencer, and he is on No Jumper. And he openly speaks about cases, openly speaks about all his affiliations to the Rolling 60 Crips. So for him to ever come out and say, I'm not a gang member, that will be a lie. We know I'm rich roller, they got all the damn homies. Then we have Luce Cannon. What's up, sweetheart? Yeah, Mr. Speech Impediment himself. But he's supposed to be the loose cannon of the group, and he is. Matter of fact, in January, he put up 3 different videos of him beating the hell out of somebody. So he was going around here in the name of Rolling 60 Crip, putting the beats on niggas. We even seen one go viral where he seemingly assaulted, robbed, pulled out a gun on somebody right outside of the No Jumper studio. The crazy part about Luce Cannon is all of the Rolling 60 Crips, none of them respect his gangster. Not saying that he don't get active, but they're saying he not even a real Rolling 60s Crip. They saying that he can't name one person that put him on. Who is your big homie? Who put you on? Allegedly, he can't say that, but he's from over there. He got family from over there. So I guess he just said, hey, I'm in this shit either way, cuz. Well, today you earned your stripe, my nigga. Welcome to the 60s and welcome to this indictment, my nigga. And lastly, the other famous Crip, the godfather of the Rolling 60 Crips. Yeah, we talking about the general, the lieutenant, the one who's making this well-oiled gangster machine work all by himself is Mr. Eugene Henley, aka Big U, who came to prominence in the 80s and the 90s. When he was a Rolling 60 Crip in 91, he tried to rob a man for 33 pounds of cocaine, and it ended up being an undercover cop. He went away for 13 years, and when he came back as if he was some type of reformed gangster. But it turns out that that was just a front for funds and to keep the police out of his crosshairs, because Big U was getting active still in the streets. He was calling shots. And they're saying that that's allegedly why rapper Nipsey Hussle wanted to get away from him, because he was the one who helped put Nipsey Hussle on the map. He was his manager, but until the day they died, their relationship was on again, off again, on again, off again. And Big U today has been named the ringleader of the organization we call the Rolling 60 Crips.
Joe McNally, the acting United States Attorney here in Los Angeles. Today, we're here to announce federal criminal charges against Eugene Henley Jr., a career criminal known as Big U, who used his contacts and leadership role in the Crips criminal street gang, the entertainment industry, and a youth charity to further his own criminal enterprise, an enterprise that engaged in murder, extortion, robbery, human trafficking, COVID fraud, and other felonies. Mr. Henley and several other individuals linked to him and his criminal enterprise were charged in a criminal complaint with federal racketeering conspiracy. Mr. Henley is a fugitive, and he is currently wanted by federal law enforcement. Other individuals linked to his criminal enterprise were arrested today, approximately 10 defendants who are charged in various indictments. Again, Mr. Henley is a fugitive. 4 defendants are in state custody and will be transferred into federal custody, and we are still seeking Mr. Henley and another fugitive. The Department of Justice's top priority is eliminating violent crime caused by criminal street gangs and organized crime. These organizations cause a tremendous amount of harm in our communities, and today's arrests are part of our office's efforts, FBI, IRS, LAPD, the team you see up here, to make our communities safer and rid our streets of these criminal street gangs, including ones operated by violent felons like Mr. Henley, who are posing as savvy businessmen and community leaders, but in the end are violent criminals. The affidavit filed with the criminal complaint alleges that Mr. Henley operated Big U Enterprises, a mafia-like organization that utilized Mr. Henley's stature and long-standing association with the Crips criminal street gang and other gangs here in Los Angeles to intimidate businesses and individuals in our communities. I want to stress that the allegations here in the complaint are allegations only, and the defendants are presumed innocent until proven otherwise. Let me talk a little bit about Mr. Henley and the street gang here. As I said, Mr. Henley is a widely known leader within the early 60s. He rose to prominence in that gang decades ago, and he has since been a fixture on the internet, talk shows, and podcasts, all things that law enforcement have looked at closely as part of this investigation. He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles.
So in other words, they're saying that Big U wanted to be Ghost. He wanted to be James St. Patrick. He wanted to be a gangster at heart, but a businessman fronting to be legit and care about his community, care about the politics that's going on in his community. And he also was so good at what he did that he had a thing called the Grid program, where he was supposed to be the middleman between the streets and the police, where he could help out the community, where they could trust him to go back and forth and mediate with both of the people. But in return, he was taking that money that he was getting paid to do so and using that for his own personal gain, not for the betterment of the people of Los Angeles and the at-risk youth. And it's deeper than that. You see, he had charities that he convinced all of his famous homeboys to donate money to, with them naming Shaq and Draymond Green, saying that they gave him 20 bands each, not knowing that they really just sent the money to his own personal account. Not only that, they're saying that Big U was a professional extortionist. Yes, you had to check in. We already knew that conversation that came up a few years ago. They're saying that Big U was one of the people who started this whole check-in business in LA. Yeah, if you in LA, you need to check in with him. He'll give you protection, but it's gonna be for a fee. They're also saying that he'd extorted personal businesses like a unlicensed marijuana dispensary, where he sent people in to do damage because he wasn't paying, and those people came and sat down with him and he told them, you're just robbing yourselves, basically, by not paying him. Imagine somebody as big of a gangster as Big U, intimidating guy, already done a lot of time. He's extorting you for $25,000 to $30,000, and you can't even tell because you're really running this illegally. That's what was going on in the world of Big U. But let's get to Big U's biggest accusation: murder. Enter Rayan Williams. Yeah, a young 21-year-old man whose life was taken way too early in 2021. And he was the best friend of Dayon Henley. Dayon Henley is the son of Big U, and he plays in the NFL for the Los Angeles Chargers as a linebacker. So you would think that Big U would probably try to put the street shit away, right? No. Now, Rayan Williams was signed to Big U as a rap artist to Unique Records. And then one day, an argument happened and allegedly Big U got him killed and his body got dumped in a Nevada desert.
For example, Mr. Henley engaged in a murder of a musician signed to his label in 2021 and dumped the victim's body in Las Vegas off of the I-15 freeway. He then attempted to evade and obstruct the investigation into the murder, including ordering witnesses not to speak with law enforcement.
You see, to go into detail, they're saying that Unique Records, which basically was Big U, paid for Mr. Rayan Williams to fly from California to Vegas and to go to work in the studio. He was set up for 5 days. They wanted him to record at least one song a day, according to the LA Times. But Ryan missed some days. I mean, he's young, he's 21, he's in Vegas. We know what was going on. He was probably out partying, having a good time, right? Also, they found out that Mr. Rayan Williams may have wrote a diss track about Big U, and they took that as disrespect. They say that Big U came to Vegas and paid Rayan a visit. He got there around 7. Rayan got to the studio a couple hours later. By 12:30, they both left together in a dark gray Lexus. And by 1 o'clock, Big U's phone stopped sharing its location. It stopped pinging towers. And then by 2:15, it mysteriously came back on. According to witnesses, Big U then returned to the studio at 3 o'clock in the morning, drenched with either sweat or water. And they said that they came back with no Rayan Williams. Witnesses asked the Big U, where you been at? It's 3 o'clock in the morning, you're drenched in sweat, you're drenched in water, what's going on? He said he went to the gym. Big U was doing that late night workout, but still no Rayan Williams. 2 days later, Rayan's body was found in a Nevada ditch, died of multiple gunshot wounds to the body. Now, according to Clubhouse rumors and the family of Rayan Williams, they said that a warrant was put out to get the DNA of Big U because Rayan Williams had DNA under his fingernails. And allegedly, they're saying that it probably matched Big U. So that means that a fight was put up before he was killed. And that may be all you need to know when it comes down to this murder case. I mean, how many charges we really got? I mean, it's too many options. That's really how they talking about Big U. He's getting hit with everything: fraud, murder, prostitution, pimping, trafficking, all types of shit. Brother man, I see why you're on the run, because currently they do not know where Big U is. And I would hope, if I'm him, to be out of the country somewhere. Now, Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon finally squashed their back and forth beef that they had to get together yesterday on No Jumper, something that they've been saying they were gonna do. And when they finally did it, the next day they get arrested. But yesterday they would be talking about how the feds were on their trail and they both were getting picked up by the feds around the same time. And it's just very convenient. Actually, a few days ago, Luce Cannon, the police came to his house. His wife recorded it. And he was mad at Whack 100 for running content about what happened at his house. But in actuality, I think it was more so his paranoia. And he didn't want people reporting that because he knew what was to come. And he's currently on the run as well for robbery. And I think it's because of that robbery that he did at No Jumper, where he beat on that older fella, robbed him, stripped him, pulled out a gun. I mean, it's obvious he's the one who put out the photo, the footage. And that might have been his sealed deal to prison as a rolling 60 Crip.
Look, outside of that, the feds picked you up 2 times, right? You said the feds have picked you up on numerous occasions, right?
What part? What time? Yeah. Okay, so look.
So
we're gonna elaborate and we're gonna respond to that. No. Because at the end of the day, it's like this, right? Because when the same time they came and picked your ass up, right? They came and got Big Useless, right? And then, they rolled on me.
Yeah.
Now, for those who might not know who Luce Cannon is a rolling 60 Crip who came to fame when he flipped sides from a beefing Big U and Whack 100, and he went from being the enforcer. That's what he said he was. So he's already labeling his title in the actual indictment. He was Big U's enforcer, and he's saying that he fell out with him and he started kicking it with Whack 100. And in the interview, he said and insinuated that Big U put out the hit on Nipsey Hussle, or either he knew something about it because he prematurely told him that he heard that something happened to Nipsey. But when he called Nipsey and check on him, hey, niggas saying in the hood that something happened to you, Nipsey answered the phone. But right after that, what Big U called him about actually happened. What are we doing here?
And I'm on a phone. He FaceTimed me. So he FaceTimed me and stuff like that. He was like, Nipsey just got killed. I'm like, 6 I didn't hear that. So I hang up with him. I called Nipsey and I'm like, Nipsey, what's up? He was like, oh, what's up with it?
Nipsey answered.
Nipsey answered. He answered the phone. And I was like, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that.
Did you tell him the call you just got? Or you didn't even mention it?
I didn't mention it. And that's what fucked me up, because my cousin is Nipsey baby mama. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, I could have probably stopped it, or it had it.
Stop what? Fuck you mean? That fuck you talking about?
No, because listen. So after I talked to Nipsey and I was like, yeah, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that. I'll see you later or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey. And so I'm like,
Wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, called Nip. Nip answered the phone.
Yeah. And
you
we
like
were just talking on regular. So it's like, at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it, because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30
never
minutes after you get out the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early, because the homie Shitty double back 3 times. You get what I'm saying? And first he shot him, boom, go into the alley, came back and shot him, boom. It wasn't good enough, and then he came back and he shot him again. But now it's like
how did he know?
Yeah, no, but
that's crazy.
It's deep. So it's like, I don't know who to trust.
Now let me ask you a question. I heard this. I don't know how true it is. I heard that Shitty and Nipsey had a fight.
Yeah, they had. They had a fight like a week before that, when they had a fight. You know, Shitty ain't known for fighting.
Yeah, not at all.
He known for doing the other things. So at the end of the day, it's like Nipsey beat him up. Nipsey is what's like 6'4", 6'5". Shitty is like 5'5", 5'6". You get what I'm saying? Like frails. Like he get high.
So it was already some friction there.
Yeah, it was already friction because of like some police telling shit. And
now let me ask you something, bro, because you know they gon'. I know you. See, you don't say nothing. You kind of like me in a way. You don't say nothing unless.
But the homies know. So it's like, it's not like.
Now, where does Bricc Baby come in all of this? Well, it sounds like they caught Bricc Baby on a wiretap discussing and planning a robbery that they were going to attempt to do because an NBA celebrity was robbed by somebody else, and they were going to rob the robbers because they had an air tag in that bag. And apparently they were gonna do it if it wasn't for those meddling police when they showed up. So apparently they got some type of conspiracy, maybe. I'm not sure, but there will be more details about this later on. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think it's over with for Big U, man? These are some serious charges. I mean, just one plea out to one of these is probably going to get him, somebody who's already done a lot of time, probably been in the federal system, I'm not sure, but he's going to be doing serious time. They just got to catch him first. They got to catch Luce Cannon as well. And Bricc, baby, how long do y'all think he's gone? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and we out, baby. Boom.
IG-TheLaFlare.
It's him.